Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca. Let's talk about makeup. So today I'm bringing you a quick update to my 50 Shades of Black project pan. This is a year-long Pantastic Ladies collab project that was created by Jessica, Amanda, and CeCe. It started back in April 15th of this year and it is running until April 15th of next year. All 50 of the products rolling into this project over the next year will be related to the color black in some way. My last update for this project was the intro that I did back in April, which was right before I had my baby. The wisdom, I think, maybe of joining a project right before having a baby, probably would not recommend that. We'll get into why in just a second, but listen, this video might be a little bit all over the place. My background is a mess. My hair is definitely a mess. You're almost certainly going to be hearing some noise from my environment, but we listen and we don't judge. This is me doing the absolute best I can at this particular moment of my life. The fact that I have a full face of makeup on and am relatively in order here is just, it's miraculous in and of itself. So we're just gonna roll with it, okay? So at my intro back in April, I rolled in about 10 different products and I have been working on some of them. I'm going to share my progress with you on those. We are dropping a couple of them from the project and we will be rolling in a few new products. So let's start with the ones that have actually gotten some decent progress on. First, my Sigma eyeshadow base. I have used this pretty much every time I have done my eyeshadow over the last 3 months that this project has been running. All of the text has rubbed off at this point, but I think the shade is Earthen. I think it's the darker shade. And this is how much product we've got right now. When I rolled it in, it was weighing 14.54 grams. I have used it 25 times since I rolled it in back in April. It is now weighing 14.13 grams. So that is a decent amount of progress and actually more uses than I expected to be able to get over the last 3 months, given everything that is going on in my life. I also made some really good progress on this. This is my Soap and Glory Kick-Ass Foundation in the shade 04. This is no longer being made. This has been discontinued, but it was one of my favorite foundations ever. This actually is a really good match for my cool olive undertone, and so I actually didn't have to do any mixing with this foundation, which is almost unheard of for me. I also really appreciated the really solid medium coverage I got out of this. It was really long wearing, but had a really flattering kind of natural finish on the face. Really fabulous foundation. So sad it's no longer being made. So I procrastinated finishing this for as long as I possibly could, but it is time. This thing is so old and it is time for it to go. When I rolled it in, let's see, I actually marked the bottle. I think this lower mark, you can kind of see it. It started to rub off. This was the mark from where we began. Now this is an airless pump, it moves up. So we began down here and this is where we are right now. That is actually a decent amount of use. I used it 23 times since I rolled it in April. It started at 35.10 grams and it is now at 24.19 grams. So good progress on that one. I was a little bit less successful with the skincare in this project, mostly because I have been super inconsistent with my skincare since having my baby. I really need to get on that though, because my skin is having an absolute fit. Which is normal for me after having a baby. I tend to break out a lot and there's a lot of hormonal nonsense going on. And so my skin is really kind of suffering. So I'm trying to get myself back into the habit of a regular skincare routine. But so far I have not made a ton of progress on these products here. The first one is the CosRx Galactomyces 95 Tone Balancing Essence. I started this, I also marked the bottle on this one. I kind of made a hash job of it, but whatever. This is back in April, and this is after, let's see, 7 uses. 7 whole uses in the last 3 months. So I haven't gotten a ton of progress on this one, but now that I have finished another toner I was working on, I should have more time to put into this one. Heaven knows I need a caffeine eye cream. This is the Inkey List caffeine eye cream. It was new in its box when I rolled it in back in April, and I have used it a total of 9 times. Right now, with like the spotty sleep I'm getting, with the bags under my eyes right now, this is absolutely what I need in my skincare routine. I I just need to exert a little bit of discipline and try to get my routine going again. So this one was weighing at 21.32 grams when it rolled in, and it is now at 20.27 grams after that 9 uses. I also had rolled in my AHA BHA clarifying treatment toner from CosRx, and I haven't even reached for this one. So this is something we're still going to have to work on in the future. What else did I roll in? 1, 2, 3. There are a couple of other things that I did not use. This is the MIG Refreshing Foot Balm. This is the peppermint and pine scent. They actually have peppermint and pine essential oils in them. However, when I rolled this in, I forgot that I would be breastfeeding for the rest of the duration of this project. And I prefer not to use peppermint either on my skin or to ingest it while I'm breastfeeding for various reasons. And because of that, I am going to go ahead and drop this from the project, and we're going to go ahead and roll in something else in its place. Another product I have not gotten the chance to use is my Sephora makeup setting spray. I just have not been wearing a ton of makeup over the last few months, and when I have worn makeup, it's been only for short periods of time. So I really haven't been in a lot of situations where I felt like I needed a setting spray to prolong the wear of my makeup. So I have yet to get any use on this one, but it is staying in the project. Okay. Funny story about these next 2 products that I rolled in last time. Joining a project right before having a baby, not something I probably would want to repeat in the future, just because maintaining focus is impossible, and you're gonna let something slide. You're gonna let something slip. You're gonna forget something. The things that I forgot were this IT Cosmetics powder and this NYX the brow glue. I had rolled these in April, and then I had stuck them in my makeup bag with the intent to, focus on them and use them. But after I had my baby, and the first time I thought I would really like to put on some makeup, I opened my makeup bag, I saw them in there, and I was like, oh cool, I remember wanting to use these for some reason, but I can't remember why. I guess I'll just use them. So I completely forgot that they were even a part of this project. I have used both of these several times and have not tracked a single use. I don't think I even took a starting weight on either of them. So not my best panning performance, I have to admit. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and roll these 2 in fresh. We're going to pretend that I haven't used them at all since April, and these are just coming in brand new into this project as of today. Let's just roll with the fiction. Let's pretend I have my life together, okay? Let's pretend I'm better at this panning thing. Okay, there is one other product that I rolled in back in April and that we are going to be dropping from the project, and that is my Stila Matte Stay All Day Liquid Eyeliner. This thing, I don't know what happened with this liner because I have used so many Stila liquid liners. I love the Stila liquid liners. They are beautiful liners. They last forever. The felt tip, it's not the brush tip that I prefer, but the felt tip actually stays intact for quite a long time, and they just keep going. They're nice and dark and inky. They stay put. They don't transfer on me. But this one, I don't know. I think I got a dud because it is so watery and translucent that I have to layer over and over and over again to get any kind of opacity from it. And it is so frustrating. I just cannot be bothered. I have a drawer full of liners over there that I could be using instead and enjoying, and instead I'm torturing myself with this stupid thing. So I used this 11 times before I gave up and said, no more. I cannot be bothered with it. I'm just going to go ahead and call it now. I'm going to declutter this and I will roll something else in its place. There's no point in torturing ourselves here. The whole point is to enjoy our makeup. So those are all the products that I rolled in back in April, and here are a few new products that I would like to roll in today. I'm going to start off with 2 hair care products. This is the Tresemme Dry Texturizing Spray. I think I picked this up after Tati mentioned it as a dupe for a much more expensive texturizing spray. I can't really speak to that because I have not used the more expensive version, but I do enjoy this for a little bit of volume and a little bit of oomph when your hair is kind of feeling a little flat, a little lifeless. If you're trying to revive the previous day's styling a little bit. I haven't heat styled my hair a ton of times since having my baby, but I did find that this came in handy on day 2 and 3. I also went and purchased a new Kenra Volume Mousse. Now, I had the Kenra Platinum Mousse before. I can't remember what number it was, but it was a different one than this one. It was the Platinum one. This is the number 17 Volume Mousse Extra. I don't think I like this one as much as I did the Platinum Mousse. I picked this one up because it was a little less expensive, but I definitely can see the disparity in the formulation. I think I got a little bit more oomph From the Platinum Mousse, I think it lasted a little bit longer and it was a little bit more touchable, if you know what I mean. There was a little bit more movement and it wasn't quite as crunchy. I still like this one fine. It is a fine mousse. Probably will not repurchase, but I do intend to use up the rest of it. So these are both rolling in to finish. Some makeup products that I'd like to roll in. I have a little deluxe size of the Makeup by Mario lip liner in the shade Smoky Pink. This is a beautiful My Lips But Better type. I have some other lip liner swatches here, but this is a beautiful My Lips But Better type lip liner. It has this really flattering, cooler, pinky brown shade to it. Because I like it so much, weirdly, this is how my brain works. I don't know why I'm like this, but because I like it so much, I have been using it very sparingly, and I need to not do that. Makeup does not keep forever. So hopefully a completion goal in this project will help me get the use out of it that this liner deserves. Really do enjoy that one. Likewise, I have a tiny little nubbin of this Rimmel Exaggerize. This was in my 24 in 24. Did not manage to get it done, obviously. I know this looks like a gimme product, but if you know how slowly I go through pencil liners, you'll know that that is not the case. So I'm going to go ahead and roll this one in to finish as well. This is one of the best black pencil liners that I have ever experienced in my life. You can put it on the waterline. It does not transfer. It does not budge. It stays all day long. Love this thing. I just don't wear a ton of pencil liner, but I'm going to make an effort to incorporate it into my makeup routine so we can get through it, enjoy it, and then get it out of my collection. That's the goal here. Two more products I'd like to roll in. This will look familiar to you guys if you followed me through my 50 Shades of Brown project pan. I tried to finish this in that project and was unable to, and I have actually quite a lot of product left. This is my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour stick in the shade Mink. This is a beautiful product, and for reasons I cannot articulate to you, I have acquired a number of other contour products over the last couple of months. I can't tell you why. I don't know what happened to me. Something happened in my brain and I just decided I needed 4 new contour products. I have no explanations, okay? But given the fact that my contour collection has suddenly exploded, I would really like to finish this product. I really, really do enjoy this product. I think it's the tone. I think this is just my perfect contour shade, and I've never found anything else that does it quite as well as this does for my skin tone. Rolling that one in to finish, I am also going to be rolling in my Clinique Black Honey Lip Oil. This is a newer acquisition. I picked this up back in April. I think it was during the Sephora sale in April as well. I love Black Honey. I love the color. I've had Black Honey in every lip formulation I think that they've ever produced with that color. I have the Almost lipstick. I had the Chubby stick for the longest time. I think I finished that last year. I have the lip gloss. I don't love the lip gloss. I feel like the formulation is just mediocre and the shade is not quite right, but this is beautiful. This, I'm actually going to put some on right now. It's just, the color is perfect. I feel like it is the most true to the Almost lipstick color. And it's just, there's something about this color, and I absolutely love the formulation. It's not super thin like some lip oils are. At the same time, it feels like a lip oil, not just like a gloss by any other name. You know what I'm saying? I have really been enjoying this. I'm going to roll this one into finish as well. I don't think that's going to be a stretch at all because I really, really do enjoy that product. Last thing rolling in is my Natasha Denona Mini Eye Sculpt palette. I'm using the black shade here at the end to justify rolling this palette in to this project, although I suppose I could also go off by the black text on the back. I have really been enjoying this as a little companion palette to my other eyeshadow palettes. I don't tend to use a ton of companion palettes, but this one is so useful. You've got a nice highlighting shade here, either for the brow bone or the tear duct. You've got a nice deepening up a liner shade or something to smoke out a liner. Such a handy little palette. Really have enjoyed this, and I will be rolling each of these shades into the project for 30 uses a piece. And those are the new products rolling into my 50 Shades of Black project pan. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!